All right, sorry about that, everyone. Apparently, I was in practice mode. So hopefully everybody can hear me and we'll start all over. Um, Welcome to OS2U's Training and Development Center's webinar about our risk adjustment training courses. I'm Angela McKee, the Coding Education Coordinator at OS2 Healthcare Solutions. There's a little chat box where you can type your questions, but I ask that you wait until the end because I may answer them as we go along. I'd like to talk to you today about some of the programs we offer at OS2U Training and Development Center and why you should consider us for your medical coding training. But before I do, I'd like to share a little motivational video. What is your why?
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, oh, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me. Many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me. It's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
OS2U Training and Development Center is an AAPC-approved education provider, and we are also the sister company to the medical coding consulting firm OS2 Healthcare Solutions. Not only do we follow AAPC standards and guidelines, our training incorporates AHIMA domains as well, so our coders have a well-rounded medical coding education. Our instructors are industry leader experts, and we are a Texas Workforce Commission approved career school, and we are a federally recognized apprentice site through WIOA. And here's a little bit more about us.
As experts in the medical coding, education, training, and revenue cycle, at OS2 Healthcare Solutions, we've based our entire business model around the concept of adding value to our client's healthcare organization. With a veteran team of dedicated healthcare revenue cycle management leaders, our expertise and experience provides streamlined solutions that lead to tangible results, improving your organization's bottom line. Headed by the coding guru herself, Melissa Freeman, our consulting and training have played vital roles in helping our clients implement industry best practices while mitigating compliance risk. Our ability to tailor our processes to our clients' culture and business model is a strategic method, creating long-term value to ensure lasting processes after the consulting engagement ends. Our mission? Train and prepare students to become successful subject matter experts in the healthcare industry. The demand for certified medical coders is at an all-time high. Through the use of real medical records and classroom instruction, our academy provides students the required coding knowledge and real-world skills employers are looking for. You can start your new career today. We have programs from 6 weeks to 18 months, depending on your goals and experience level. Complete the courses and you can earn up to $50,000, all working from home. Experienced coding instructors and mentors, along with real-world experience and an AHIMA and AAPC accredited program, provides everything a student needs to begin their new career, all at the best prices available. Give us a call and you'll see why OS2 Healthcare Solutions truly is the heartbeat of the revenue cycle.
I'll give you a minute to read AAPC's formal definition of what is risk adjustment. OS2's primary focus is retrospective risk adjustment coding. We collect data from previous years to capture a risk score that our clients will submit to CMS, the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services, which is due no later than January 31st. The risk score determines future funds assigned for those patients with chronic conditions. For example, a provider will receive more funds for a patient being treated for cancer versus a patient being treated for GERD or acid reflux. Medical coders are in high demand, especially risk adjustment coders, but don't take our word for it. We encourage you to look it up. After all, research is a skill needed to be a good coder. And we encourage you to check out Indeed. We call it the Indeed Challenge. Use one of the key search terms and see what pops up in your area. For example, we used risk adjustment. As you can see, there are over 7,000 jobs available to risk adjustment coders. There are a variety of jobs across the country. And when we did this search, there are 103 full-time and 18 part-time HCC positions available in just Texas. There are a ton of coding opportunities out there, but how do you gain the experience needed for the job requirements? We offer several programs designed to develop coders in risk adjustment and outpatient coding. Our Mentee program is an approved apprentice program with WIOA and TWC, and that includes AAPC and AHIMA courses in risk adjustment coding. Currently, this is our on-site program, and it's available to those local to the Killeen, Fort Hood, Texas area. This is the course schedule for the 2019 Mentee Risk Adjustment course. As you can see, it's divided up into several phases. Phase 1 is 8 weeks, and during this phase, students will meet twice a week for in-class lectures to learn the basic coding principles and guidelines. Because we jump into ICD-10 guidelines, it is required for mentees to have taken anatomy and physiology and medical terminology prior to this course. Phase 2 starts the practicum, where students will put their new skills to test on live charts for a real client. The practicum will continue until the end of the course, but after the first 3 weeks, the students will take a break and have a week of boot camp. A boot camp is the final review and prep course for the certification exam, which the students will take Friday after the boot camp. Once certified, the mentees will start the last phase, risk adjustment preseason training. This is an advanced risk adjustment course that focuses on retrospective risk adjustment projects. And I'll go more in detail about boot camps and preseason training in the next few slides. The Mentee program is offered annually, and registration begins or ends February 15th. Boot camps are certification exam prep courses for coders who are formally trained but may not have a certification yet or would like to get another. They are AAPC approved, but AHIMA exams are incorporated as well. There were 16 CEUs, and we offer boot camps for risk adjustment and physician coding. And this is the boot camp schedule. Our CRC boot camp is offered in July, and the CPC Bootcamp is offered in August. They are an online courses that meets for 4 hours, one evening, once a week for 4 weeks. The last day to register is the Friday before the first day of the start of Bootcamp. Risk Adjustment Preseason Training is an advanced risk adjustment course that focuses on retrospective risk adjustment projects. It's designed to train coders on the practical knowledge and best practices for the 2018-2019 risk adjustment peak season. This program builds on your medical coding foundation, so a medical coding certification is required. We'll discuss the clinical documentation elements like meet and tamper, and what are the best resources and how to use them. We'll also go over the 2018 coding changes that impact risk adjustment, as well as the best production practices. Lectures and exams are given through our online education portal, Moodle, and we also train coders to use real coding world tools such as 3M Encoder, coding clinics, and risk adjustment mapping tools. And our social network, Slack, is used as a way to connect students and instructors. This program is worth 40 CEUs, and the cost is $500. Those who perform well during pre-season training may be selected for OS2 Healthcare Solutions clients' risk adjustment projects for the upcoming season. We also have employment partnerships with other companies, and we'll be happy to provide references. Here's our pre-season training schedule. The course is 10 weeks long and starts June 5th. Registration deadline is May 25th. So you may be wondering, why OS2U? We've trained over 500 coders, and we are known for our mentoring. We understand what it takes to be a successful medical coder, and we follow the trends in our field and know what employers want. Our instructors are leaders in the coding industry, and we offer real-world experience through training like how to use encoders, and our practical methods for teaching make the most complex HCCs easy to understand. Our coders are sought after by the risk adjustment industry's top employers. We design our training to make coders successful because we build our practicums with live charts. This can be listed on your resume as experience, and we provide referrals that will make you more marketable to potential employers. It's also important to note that once you're enrolled in our program, you will have access to AHIMA's 3M Encoder for 90 days, a community of coders through our social network forum Slack, and you can purchase your CRC exam voucher at the AAPC student discount rate of $300. This is our fantastic team who are happy to guide you on your medical coding journey. And here's the registration information for the Mentee program. Like I mentioned earlier, this is an on-site program. There are 20 seats available, and registration ends February 15th of next year. If you have or are experiencing hardships, there are several programs available through the Texas Workforce Commission and WIOA in vocational rehab that can help. So let us know and we may be able to help. Here's the registration information for our boot camps. There are 20 seats available, and the registration ends the Friday before the first day of boot camp. The cost is $250, but this does not include the price of exam or study guide. However, when you enroll, you can purchase these at a student discount rate. And here's the registration information for preseason training. This online program is worth 40 CEUs. There are 200 seats available, and registration ends May 25th, and the first day of class is June 5th. The cost is $500, and for those who recently earned the magna cum laude on their certification exam, you may qualify for a scholarship. If you think that you may qualify, please contact me. And if you're interested in any of our programs, there's my contact information, and I'm happy to assist you. At this time, thanks for taking the time to listen, and do you have any questions? Let's see. Okay, when does the CRC certification begin? Valerie, are you referring to the boot camp or to preseason training? While I wait for Valerie, we'll move on. The boot camp is online, Lindsay. Are all classes on site? No, Tracy, the preseason training and boot camps are virtual. The only one that's on site is the Mentee program. Here, I'll go back for you, Valerie, for the boot camp. So the CRC boot camp would begin August 9th. That's a great question, Amy. Her question was, what percentage of people do you take for preseason training? For preseason training, those who finish in the top 10% of the course that are available full-time will be offered contracts with OS2 Healthcare Solutions. The top 20% that are available full or part-time will offer letters of recommendations to our coding partners. Yes, Lauren, we do accept the RHIT as a credential for preseason training. This training is not for those who have experienced in coding in. No, Joan, preseason training is available for everyone, even our OS2 veterans. What if I already have my CRC and registered nurse? How can I apply for a job through this company? Hi, Jessica. For applying for a job, we recommend preseason training, but please just send me an email. Here, and there's my email about that, but we can, preseason training is it's not necessarily a requirement, but it's highly recommended for coders. Hi, Elizabeth. As far as your CPC-A, you do not need anything extra, just proof that you have it. Hi, Veronica. The preseason training and our boot camps are available long distance through online. Hi, Sheila. Yes, we do accept the CCS and the CCS-P for preseason training. All medical coding credentials are acceptable. Could you explain the slide about the scholarship in more detail? What, as far as for our, sorry, Amy, so you mean for the scholarship opportunities for the magna cum laude? If you receive magna cum laude, which is a 90% or higher on a AAPC exam, then you will receive a full scholarship for preseason training. LaShonda, yes, preseason training is only offered once a year. Of course, Lindsay. I can send you an email with more information about preseason. What's the difference between preseason training and taking the courses? Preseason training is prepares you for our upcoming. The way OS2 works is we work in seasons, and so this is kind of like our prep for the coding changes. So preseason training is more of a specific retrospective risk adjustment training, whereas the courses like our boot camps are more focused on the exam prep. Let's see here. We do not offer a payment plan. Yes, Christina, the 40 CEUs are through AAPC, but you can also use them for AHEMA. They accept them. The days and times of preseason training are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, Nicole, 1 to 3, Tuesdays and Thursdays for 10 weeks. I will be taking my CPC exam on June 2nd. Is it possible to squeeze into the... It really depends, Alicia, on whether or not you earn your CPC. Our last day of registration is May 25th. So maybe, perhaps next year might be better. How do I register for preseason training? To register for preseason training, after this webinar, you'll receive a link of this recording as well as a link to our web form that you click on to pre-register. Once we receive your name on our pre-registration, we'll send you out the registration packet and the PayPal invoice. Of course, Veronica, I'll send you an email on preseason training. Yes, congratulations, Nicole, on your CPC-A. Yes, you can go ahead and register for the preseason training. If we've already taken the exam and received credentials, can we possibly qualify for the scholarship? It depends on your exam score. If you scored over 90% on the exam, then we can look into the opportunity of scholarship. The our retrospective risk adjustment season begins typically end of July, beginning August, and it will go until the end of January. Are there any more questions? Oh, here we go. What if you cannot make one of the Tuesday or Thursday classes for preseason training? Yes, Shelley, there will be a recording available to you. The only requirement, you'll have assignments that will be due. You'll have a suspense date for your assignments, but the Tuesday and Thursday classes will be recorded. Will the preseason training be considered a work experience? It's, according to AAPC, it's considered education, but as far as dropping your A, it does not count to dropping the A for a CPC. CPC-A. But you have the potential through OS2 to gain a contract for work experience. And it should be noted too, if you do get picked up for an OS2 contract after completing preseason training, your registration fee will be refunded back to you. Hang on, Nicole. I'm going to defer to Teresa for that question as well. All right, Nicole, during the season, if offered a position, what are the work hours? And is it remote work? And can I set my own hours? That is client dependent. But yeah, remote work is a possibility. And typically it's based off of production, not hours. But like I said earlier, that's dependent on the client. For the requirements for OS2 contract pickup is the top 10% of preseason training. So that's based off of your performance, your grades, your quality, and participation. The only books that you'll need is the 2017 and 2018 ICD-10-CM. And that's it. You'll have the AHEMA 3M encoder also to help you with coding. Stay on for a couple more minutes to see if there's any additional questions. Hi, Sheila. Yeah, we are in Texas. We're based out of Killeen, Texas, right next to Fort Hood. Oh, cool, Valerie. Her son lives in Killeen. That's correct, Lindsay. A position will not be guaranteed unless you're in the top 10% of preseason training. Yeah, to clarify, if you're participating in preseason training and you are in the top 10% and have full-time availability, you'll be offered an OS2 contract, and that's even if you're remote or local. Let's see here. What if you're doing MRA risk adjustment? Do you still need to do the camp? Hang on, Valerie. Yes, Valerie, we still recommend that you, if you'd like to get a contract with OS2 Healthcare Solutions, we recommend that you participate in preseason training. No, Amy, we do not have benefits. It'll be a 1099. Yes, Nia, we have one program that we offer for on-site, and that's our Mentee program. It's a 6-month program that's divided up into several phases, and it's for those who are interested in medical coding. That's the one program we offer on-site. The other remote programs, or the online programs, are the preseason training in our boot camps. Yep, no problem. Okay, are there any other questions? Oh, there we go. You may want to, the question is, I currently only have the 2017 ICD-10 CM. Do I need to purchase the 2018? For preseason training, you'll have the availability of the 3M encoder, which codes to the 2018 code set. But for me personally, I find that having both the 2017 and 2018 books on handy should the internet go down or the 3M is on maintenance, then that way you have a backup. Nicole, how long does the season last and what's the pay rate? Typically, the coding season starts, our risk adjustment season starts end of July, beginning of August, and goes until the end of January. And the pay rate is really per client and which project you're working. Alrighty, if there aren't any more questions, or if you do have questions, please just call or email me and I'd be happy to help you. And thanks again, everybody, for attending.